Hello everybody, my name is Chocoblub and welcome back to another video. On today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I like to approach and draw hair. My brush guidance video will be linked down in the description below, and without further ado, let's get started. For example, I'm going to take this bald-headed girl and give her some luscious red hair. So starting off, the first step is we're gonna determine the highest point of the scalp. Let me give you the dot. I use a dot to just for you guys, so it is really easy for you to understand what the heck I'm talking about. So first, let's dot the highest point of the scalp, and the hair is going to fall down from this point like so. So the strokes of the hair is going to be downwards or in a curvy pattern. The next thing you want to keep in mind is we are going to divide the hair in different chunks like front portions, side portions, etc. For that, again, I'm going to get 3 dots of the hair, and the first triangle section is going to be the front portion or the front bangs of the hair. The portion is going to fall on her temple, and that's all of that stuff. And the side portions is going to be the side part of the hair, and the rest of the portions are going to fall off freely downwards like this. Let me show you the other side as well, because of course there are going to be hair on the behind. Once the guidelines are well understood, now let's jump into actually drawing the hair. I'm using the pencil brush, that is the graphite one, for the sketching. The opacity is full and the size is really tiny. So I'm going to start off by drawing the hair in chunks. As always, I tell you guys probably like multiple times that don't approach the hair single strand wise, use it as a chunk, because hair are thick, they are bendy, and we usually don't see them strand by strand with naked eyes. I'm not really going to say it by naked eyes, but like when you see it from the far, you see it as a mass, not as a strand. So as the direction that I showed you guys before, just exactly the way I did, I'm going to start by drawing the hair. Now my sketching portion of the hair is done, and I'm going to start off by doing the line art. For the line art, I'm using the pen dip pen hard. I added the force fade feature so it really gets thin on each of the side once I do the stroke. And this is the reason that I do is because it looks very natural once the line fades out really smoothly. So I think that is very helpful, especially when you're doing line art or especially if you're doing hair. So once using that feature, I'm going to finish off the line art. Okay, so I did two things here. First, I finished the line art. And secondly, I filled up the hair with the base color. The next thing you want to do, I sped up this footage a little bit so it becomes faster. So first thing you want to do is you want to take a darker tone than your base color and you want to draw two circles like this. I've shown you in the photo, like you can see in the video. I used a pen fade, the brush, and I'm going to smudge the lines up and down in this really pointy motion. Okay, so as you go on doing it over and over again, your skill sets get better and you will get better strokes every time you draw the hair. And I'm going to give this a very natural and very faded look, so it looks really nice once it's done. The next step, how better your hair gonna look, it kindly depends on the how well you perform while smudging and how natural it looks. You can layer how many types of colors that you want to do. So I'm using a darker tone. Somewhere I used a little bit of purple and blue tinges as well to add some colorful dimensions. So this is totally up to you how many type of colors you want to go for. Once it's time for the highlights, I'm going to use the same techniques that I used for the shadows, but instead of using dark colors, I'm going to opt for lighter colors. How light or what type of highlight you want to use totally depends on your style. Here I'm using a lighter shade of the red, but some cases the whiter highlights looks really better and glossy, but for this one I am choosing a lighter red shade because for me it looks very natural and suits the style or my preference. After adding the main highlights, I'm gonna use a little bit of a lighter tone and use the other like minor highlights here and there, because of course there is not only one spot the light is hitting directly, but there are other spots as well where the lights are reflecting very ever so lightly, so we can use that as highlighting spaces as well. To have additional visual interest, I'm also adding a little bit of orange highlights here and there, so actually the brighter highlights blends well. I'm sorry for the dog barking in the background, my area is very noisy. But anyways, moving on, I'm using a little bit of orange highlights and a little bit of purple, so it adds a lot of dimensions in the hair, so the hair doesn't remains boring or flat looking. If you're one of my old viewers, you know that very well. I'm going to add some purple tone at the back of the hair and some skin tone on the frontal bangs. So yeah, this is how I'm going to finish the video for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay cute.